GCS Asian Qualifier number 3, the winner bracket semifinal, the first one. Oops, that's a little loud. And we're in game between Lucifer and Colorful. The winner advances into the winner bracket final, obviously, and this is then one best of 3 away from the playoffs that will be played this weekend. The loser drops down to the lower bracket semifinal, and that's going to be a tough ride. The group, as you can see here, is Chimiko, Sock, Lucifer, and Colorful, so both players will face a human in the next round. And we are good to go for our first map of the day. Where's my control panel? There we go. Whoosh. Twisted Meadows it is. Kind of rare to see that map in this matchup. Undead Night Elf, obviously. Colorful spawning in the bottom right. Lucifer in signature gray in the upper right. Jesus Christ, I'm still a little dizzy from yesterday night. So it's a ghoul build order. No surprises there. Lucifer is quite old school, so there is a small chance of him going gargoyles, but I haven't seen that in forever. Colorful a little lucky with the spawn position. He can go for the rock golem immediately. There's no harass from Lucifer coming. No ghoul, no acolyte trying to steal anything. So this is quite a good early game for Colorful with this. You can go for a Shadow Priest if he so desires for Dispel against skeletons, but that's not really necessary. Demon Hunter joins the fray and kicks this rock golem. Big healing, big invo would be nice. Growth the beast, nah. He will have raw in the end anyway, so not that useful. Most likely he will sell it. Decay with skeletons is coming in. And yeah, the question is, which Lucifer will we see today and which Colorful will we see today? Both players not really stable in their performances. Sometimes they have great days and sometimes it's quite easy to kick them. Oh, I think the skeleton got it. While the DK is harassing in the base, he got that creep. So well done this last hit. And the Shadow Priest is there for Colorful to help him a bit. Next experience. So that was quite a good harass. Even though the Demon Hunter reached level 2, got a... Oh, this inventory is quite bad. With Mantle and Scroll. Both will be sold most likely. With his Engine of War, he can of course eat through the trees and then continue creeping, but I doubt he will do that. He's way too busy. Lucifer, interestingly, decide not to go for the Unholy Aura, which is usually the case in this matchup. But he said, okay, I'm gonna harass you. I need my coils. And yeah, 73 XP. Quite nice. But of course, the mana burns coming out quite fast. Dispel against the skeletons for the second time, interestingly. Demon Knight at the shop. Sold the items, got boots on a big map like Twisted Meadows. Makes a lot of sense since you have to walk a lot. Ghoul gang is coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ghouls. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Okay, he just uses it for creeping. It's no heavy ghoul push in the early stages. Demon Hunter sniffs this out. But of course, this is medium armor, this is normal damage. You can do the math yourself, it doesn't take forever, and I think with the positioning here, Demon Hunter should not be able to steal the null. So now the surround game begins. Lucifer most likely trying to surround the Demon Hunter quickly, but he will move out of those surrounds with boots, that's fairly easy. Circlet for him. Oh, there's one hurt ghoul, he kills it immediately. Didn't send them back fast enough. And the DK is completely dry. No coil at the moment. Did not forget about the graveyard, which, it's a little late, but it's alright. Huntress Hall is also quite in time with attack 70% or 60% done. Lucifer quite ahead in tech. And staff now. A lot of mobility for the Night Elf hero. And their creeping continues. Close to level 3. Needs a little bit of repair, but the mercenaries are doing the job just fine. Especially the Berserker. It's a really, really important unit now for the damage output. As you can see, 28 to 37.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the DK continues to creep here, interestingly. Quite greedy. But as I said, the normal damage should justify this. Trying to aim first around, but nope. But still no level 3. He needs like 2 skeletons. or a ghoul to fill that gap. But so far I think Lucifer has a good game, only lost one ghoul, stole a bit. That was exactly like the experience that Colorful is missing now, is exactly the one that was stolen. Lich second, immediate tier 3, no double crypt Garg. That was quite obvious. That's level 3, with the second ghoul dead. But Lucifer on the other side gets this null done. And here we have double Ancient of Lord and tier 3, so very, very standard cookie cutter builds on both sides. The question is, how many worms? Is he going for worms? Colorful's micro so far, quite nice. Saving every single unit that was attacked. Frostborn hungers, but he's not fast enough. Still a lack of energy. Or is he? No, Moonwell there. So we'd love to go for the lures, but of course, without an army, they're not cancelable. Gets the Shadow Priest though, level 2.6. Demon Hunter hangs around. We do not have a second hero yet. There we go. Pen down Brewmaster. Always a cool, nice addition here. Slaughterhouse is finished as well. The first fiend on the battleground here. The DK man. Quite a long visit to the Night Elf base. Got a lot of info and intel. How fast attack is, how fast his production is, etc, etc. So the Lich is a little lazy, just waiting for tier 3 to finish. Then the rest will join the army with the first statue, the first fiend, and he will pull a lot of ghouls, and he doesn't need that much lumber anymore. Oh, well, actually he does. There's not too many ghouls remaining. It's only 3, plus 3 at lumber. He needs a sacrificial pit, he needs upgrades, he needs the boneyard. That all costs a lot of lumber.
A player's forces are under attack.
Panda doesn't creep just yet, but the first Dryad is out. Tier 3, 70% done, and an Ancient of Wonders. No sign of an expansion yet. Usually that's the winning condition for Night Elves in this matchup. Tier 2 or 3 expansion. Shade, so we do have that already. Demon Hunter hanging around, might be able to get that Fiend. There's no coil, and the Unholy Aura is off now. We do see the True Shot Aura, which is a great addition. But getting a Fiend here, that's big. 250 gold just gone. Gets level 3, and the best item that he can find there. The Lich is already plus 8, plus increased attack speed. That boy is lucky. And Boneyard. In the back. Oh, on the other side we see Scourge Bone Chimes. This is good for bears, but this is especially great for hippos. They deal massive damage to air units. Usually you do need them against destroyers and worms, otherwise the army will just be wrecked. Mass Dryads doesn't work that often anymore. So if you keep the hippos alive, that's more damage, and the aura helps. Even I took up the claws of attack here as well. Big Invo Potion on the DK. Lich level 2. Should be Dark Ritual, right? Yes it is. I like the Demon Hunter play here. With the fast level 3, this allowed him to be super annoying. Always keeping tabs on the DK.
A player's forces are under attack.
But he got quite a few pickups here and there. 2 ghouls or 3 ghouls plus the Fiend. Lots of HP is gone now. I don't know if he has the Destroyer upgrade only coming in now, plus the first worm. So he's gonna have mass magic damage and the spell with this, and slow. Massive lack of lumber for Colorful there. But still no expansion, and I wonder how he wants to do that later on. Orb of Darkness is okayish. A little bit of attack damage is always good, but you know, the skeletons can be dispelled. When the damage is not too high. So a spell shield or a staff of silence would have been better. Boots of Kel'Thuzad is decent attack speed. And destroy upgrade is done, and this seems to be the timing for Lucifer to go for it. Or does he wait for the next worm?
Under attack.
Not breaking upkeep yet. Neither of the player is. But Colorful gets the way bigger spots. So I'm a little worried about that. Panda's 3, Demon Hunter level 4. Both have a good inventory. Can be boosted, but I think we'll be satisfied with that. Breath of Fire to speed things up. Master Bears are there. Mark of the Claw as well, so you can cast Roar in Master Bear form. And Katka's Gem of Health. That is so helpful. Colorful breaking upkeep now. He does have the Engine of Wind, so he's producing from 3 buildings. Which should give him quite an edge. Do we have Web? No, we don't. Pokes into the base, forces the town portal, 350 gold gone. Out the window. But you don't want to fight the Night Elf in his own base. Because, you know, Moonwells and stuff. Boots of Kel'Thuzad still on the DK. I think he will sell it now. Yeah, there we go. Some people keep it. I'm not a big advocate of that. It's just too much gold. Lucifer is breaking upkeep now as well and expands with this. I was curious since he was moving an Acolyte with him
A player's forces
during the
are under
creep.
attack.
And how often do we see that an undead is expanding against a Night Elf without who's playing one base? Really rare. Can he kick the Engine of Wind? That would be huge for him to get rid of Hippogriffs. Damage is good, no repair. But from the left comes the Night Elf. But this Engine of Wind cannot be saved at all. That will buy him some time. I think even if he loses the town portal now, that's definitely worth it. And there we go. Drunken Haste with the Fire was nice. There is no web. That worm. That was quite close, man. Only 2 attacks. But he bought the time that he needs for this expansion, which is finishing right now.
A player's forces are under attack.
But web is absolutely necessary now. But what's Colorful doing? Why is he not expanding at all? Ah, here we go, right. Yeah. In the bottom left starting position. 4.5 and 4. Hero levels definitely speaking in favor of the Chinese. What did he get there? Robe of the Magi. Ay. 400 mana already. Only 3 Acolytes mining. I wonder if he produces the others or did he just forget about it? Looks like he forgot about them. Dual Worm, Dual Fiends doing Ghouls. On the other side, 3 Bears, quite a bit of Dryads. But the question is how many Hippos? Only 2. Can both be webbed? We do have web now. And this undecked expansion is so unexpected that he's not scouting for it at all. He did rebuild the Engine of Wind. So Hippos are coming slowly but steady now. 3-3, so 2 levels advantage on the Night Elf side, plus big inventories. Finally going for the echoes here. Do you have an Nubian Tower? Okay, that will help a bit. He sees the army composition, sees okay, 62 supply, 5 Dryads, 3 Hippos. He needs to kite. He doesn't want to fight directly at his base. I mean, Blight is nice, Nerubian Tower is nice. Ah, okay, 3rd Fiend to counter the 3rd Hippo. Then he can fight there again. And now we must know There's an expansion there. And it's paying off! 900 gold mined already. So you can invest that, even though it was a little slow. Colorful's expansion starts to entangle. Okay, now 5 hippos. Seeing this, oh damn, clock is ticking against me. 1-0 upgrade already, plus the true shot aura is basically 2-0. On the other side, 0-0. There would be a nice synergy with this attack upgrade and the Scourge Bone Chimes. So you should definitely think about it. 6 hippos now. Against 4 fiends. 5 fiends. Okay, it's still doable. 1 hippo can be sniped with Coral Nova, the others you web. On paper, this looks good for Lucifer. Tinker third. Takes the long road around the shop, but I think there's gonna be an invul as well. 80 food for the former ESWC winner. It's kind of a battle of generations we have here. But who's more patient? Seems like it's not gonna be Lucifer. Raw being cast, but of course this will be dispelled. Tinker not in a good position at all. Also there's only very few blockers for all those fiends. In general, so many fiends in this army. It is of course a lot of damage. Weird position for that pocket factory. And off we go. Into the base. Coil being used. Oh, gets the web. Gets the hippo for free. Raw comes in though. Now he has to kite back. Is there space for the worms? He does it nicely. Where are the webs? Oh, he's not webbing the two. That's gonna be bad. They're out of the fight. More hippos. Where is the web, Lucifer? It can't be on cooldown. Breath of Fire, Drunken Haste being used. One worm is almost down. Needs a coil, but now he takes them out. Finally. There's a coil. Oh, now it's mana burn. Lucifer too slow here with his reactions. And more fiends dying. Colorful with a very good fight, I think. Only lost 3 hippos. Still bears, still dryads. Level 4 and 3. But that was a fight in his own base. He opens up the bottom left side of the map, though. Second engine of wind. Okay. Now he knows the I got this expo running for me. I can pump out of 4 production buildings now. 2 heal scrolls. But everything is quite hurt. Nova with before burn. There's only 1 coil until the next mana burn. Now it's not there anymore. Can't really go for a hero kill. He's trying nevertheless. Raw being re-amplified here. Worm being coiled, but there's no forest to save them. Otherwise they're completely out of the fight. Demon Hunter is super duper low. No TP on him! Staff though! Yay. Dryads are finding their way to the heavy air. And it's only fiends and heroes remaining against a lot of dryads. The Lich does have the big invul. But the important part for Lucifer, all his heavy air survived. If this will not be picked up. Oh, Drunken Haze. More slow. This is the invul potion. But an undead with an expansion can always come back. He wasn't able to kick this one. You see the second expansion in the upper left. Will he scout for it? There's no way to defend it if he scouts for it. But he doesn't do it. Also no shade. Only here.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think the heal scrolls pretty much saved his ass there, or the 1 heal scroll. Just need some time now to refill his mana, get some HP back, and especially the worms. They need so much healing now. Level 2 the Tinker, Talisman of Evasion. But it's the right choice of Colorful to go for the second expansion. To continue to outmine him. Like Moon would do. So first abomination, that took some time. Is he supply stuck? Yes he is, supply stuck at 80. 2-0 upgrades, those fiends are so strong. Next Necropolis, Main gold mines are down in 400. And then, of course, Tree of Eternity can be moved over here. But I think... Oh, nice scouting by Colorful. Sees this really early. Yeah, this is an easy cancel. Opens up the base, though.
A town is under siege.
Worms are back to half health.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's gonna be another town ball, if he has one. Not on the Demon Hunter. Panda carries. How much damage can he do? Engine of Wind, down. With the Clockworks, of course, it's kind of easy to raise the base. Town Portal, very aggressive, and the first worm is down immediately. Level 5 on the Panda. Web is coming in, but only for a bit. Worm is still being attacked there. But the Dryads are in quite a juicy position. He's microing against the Hippos first. Now it's time to pick up the pieces, but how much time does he have left? Oh, the Tinker, blocked and killed. This looks really good for Colorful. Dual level 5 heroes. And the A-bomb falls, I think. Lucifer's game is over very soon. He's losing everything. Next heal scroll saves his ass for a bit. Mass magic damage with the Orb of Annihilation. But that's it. Lucifer taps out and Colorful is the superior player in map number 1. Damn. Early mid-game didn't look too bad, but I really like Colorful's movement with the Demon Hunter there. Picking up so many units, burning the DK the entire time. But yeah, Lucifer really playing strange. And not up to what he's capable of doing. Need a little break here. I'm gonna be right back. Sorry guys, mailman. I needed to answer the door real quick. But I hope you stay with us here, as we will have our second game in a bit. Lucifer down and facing the lower brackets right now. Game is up. Colorful. In NSL he was quite disappointing. Dropping in the group stage immediately. Didn't stand a chance at all. Weren't they? No, weren't they in a group together? Yeah, they were. It was Lucifer, Infi 120 and Colorful. So... And we are on Last Refuge, one of my favorite maps in any matchup. It's just great. So if you take part in the Back to Warcraft and Hive mapping contest, Last Refuge is a prime example for a very, very good map. $100 in our overlay, but that will be fixed in a second. And here we go, match points for Colorful. The very young Chinese player we have here. And Lucifer would face a human, which is never easy. It's one of his best matchups, so I think he should be comfortable with this group. Night Elf's definitely not his favorite matchup, that's for certain. Lucifer in the upper right needs to win this. And on the other side we have a DK with Colorful. I think I've never seen him play anything else but the Demon Hunter first. This is set in stone. I mentioned this quite a few times that if you break out into the upper class of the scene as a Night Elf player, in 99% of the cases you only play Demon Hunter just to be more safe with it. No greedy creep, just the usual green spot for him. So level 2 will take some time, but Lucifer is doing the same. And I wonder if he will go for a fast level 3 again. And try to play the Demon Hunter a little bit like a Blade Master. Roaming around, mana burning the entire time, you know, that stuff. I think this goes very well, or went very well on Twisted. Tier 2 tech by Lucifer once again, quite fast. Night Elf can catch up, but it's slightly behind that. No level 2, but also a circlet for Lucifer. Demon Hunter with a replenishment potion. 200 hit points and 75 mana, man. That is not as strong as you would think, I guess. The HP is fine, but 75 mana only. Compared to Sentry Wards and Wen of Illusion, stuff like that, I think it's definitely inferior.
A player's forces are under attack.
So he doesn't creep to level 3. He wants to be annoying, he wants to find the DK, he wants to get some steals. Lucifer getting level 2 here, which is important. Hello Coil, but the first mana burn is just one step away. Oh, actually gets the Coil out. Archer is hidden in the shadows. There is no dust for Lucifer, interestingly. Cutting a corner there to have a fast attack. And he should be able to get that one. Nice block. I don't know if it was intentional. It was not. And down goes the Archer. And another Coil. Where are the mana burns, Colorful? There, finally. But that was way too late. In my opinion, at least. Good Wisp spread and Archer spread. He has a lot of vision of what Lucifer is doing. Engine of War is moving over for the second hero, most likely. And there's the Hunter's Hall in time. On the other side, the Graveyard. A little later, but still okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
So round game begins, and this time, no boots. Oh boy, that was close. Ah, there is boots. Sorry, I didn't get that. Yeah, with boots against this round game. Oh, unlucky Ensnare. He has dust this time. With boots, it's a lot easier to move out of those surrounds. Otherwise, this would have been a kill most likely. Or a TP. Because there is no staff yet. Obviously. Tier 2 is finished. And we're just waiting for the lures and the second hero, which is a Naga this time. So more aggression and a lot less level dependent than the Panda is. Mana burn again a little too late. But thanks to the Regen Potion, the Demon Hunter is looking so good. Nice block, and he gets the second grunt ghoul here. Of course, with the Lich, he's gonna be later with everything. The Naga's already there, the Naga's already doing damage, the Naga's doing a job. But he has to wait for a second here. Still trying to engage. Reveal being used, only skeletons attacking. This is the 2.3, it's not that bad, but he's losing another ghoul. This is not supposed to happen. And another one. Oh boy, this is disastrous for Lucifer, and a picture perfect example of how to be aggressive with a Naga. Did I say Warden before? I meant Naga. Oh my god, he's losing another one. There's no micro at Lucifer's side. Moves over the boots. Slows down the DK. Can't be hit anymore. Really, really, really good early mid game for Colorful. But what is Lucifer doing?
A player's forces are under attack.
Usually you don't want to point out on players' mistakes too much, but that was really bad. If you lose one grunt in the mid, okay. If you lose two ghouls in the mid, okay. But 4 or 5? How many were there? I don't know. Trying to go for a block. DK has lost so many hit points. No boots anymore on him, so Naga can't follow. That leaves the DK in his base, but boy. Tier 3 is done. So you get the orb. And it's so funny with Lucifer that on some days, in some matchups, he plays like a god. And on other days, we see this. How is this possible? I mean, everybody has bad days, but... he has a lot of catching up to do now. Of course, very early expansion. How many ghouls are remaining? 4! He can only pull 1 for the attack.
A player's forces are under attack.
Reincarnation, close to level 3. The Naga's level 2 already, and the Demon Hunter will get level 3. Ah, close to level 3. And a Tome of Experience. Things are not getting easier.
A player's force.
Tome of Experience would greatly help him here. What's the item? Didn't see it. Health Potion against the nuke. Town Portal here. First 3 Dryads are out. Tier 3 is finished as well. Master Upgrade halfway through. There is an attack coming from Lucifer, and this is a well-timed attack. Skeletons are lasting for a bit, at least these two. And he cancels it, so... finally a good move from the Korean.
The player's forces are under attack.
Nagas. Lucifer's taking risks here, a lot. He could have been caught during the attack against the expansion. Could have been caught here. Medallion of Courage. It's nice for both heroes. Of course, not an aura-like item. We might see here. Colorful playing this very solid. Oh, Boots of Kelpalas and Claws of Attack. Hoo hoo hoo. This Demon Hunter is good. Ah, he has a shade, of course, so he knows. That's why He's playing that risky. Ancient Django of Endurance. Even more movement speed. Yeah, with that shade, of course. Thanks, chat, for pointing that out. With the shade, he knows the army movements, so he can do whatever he wants now. That's why he feels comfortable gripping the turtle. Next expansion attempt coming, but he saw that. Worm number 1 is there.
A player's
50
forces
supply
are
for the undead. Is he expanding again? Creeping with 4 ghouls only? I don't think that's working. So more attack speed, more movement speed. And the attack speed is already so high on the Demon Hunter. Level 4 for him. Level 2 evasion in both games really quick. So this is a massive tank now. Ah, he sends the ghouls, obviously. He sends the ghouls to destroy the expansion. He does it quite well.
The player's forces are under attack.
Will you not cancel it? Oh, last second. So creeping is easy now with the worm, but there's not too much left on the map. 4-3 heroes though. Inventory is not bad. Panel of energy for 2 more coils or 1 more Nova. Immediately sets up the expansion again. Should have the money easily. Yeah, 500 gold. Interestingly, Lucifer is kind of back in this game. And he even gets a creep check now. Call Nova onto the Demon Hunter. I don't know if that's the right thing, but he gets a lot of bear slowed as well, and even catches the first one. There's no hippogriffs yet, but the Demon Hunter is such a massive anti-air. If he keeps his DK far in the back, then this can work, but he abandons this fight.
A player's forces
Goes for
are
more
under
ghouls. Realizes, okay, I do need some meat shield, but can't go for A-bombs yet. Was Colorful too sure of himself? Still not going for hippos. No engine of wind. Expansion halfway through though, and now this time he's defending it. Lucifer still banking.
A player's
Oh, actually, he
forces
broke
are
upkeep
under
now.
attack.
Not. Oh, he has massive lumber problems. He pulled all the ghouls to cancel the expansion, so now he can't go for the second worm. Heal scroll number 1. And an invul. Good shot control. But yeah, he knows this win condition is the expansion, so he camps there on the high ground. But I like that Lucifer is catching the reinforcements at the moment, at least. Maybe another expansion by Colorful? This is not that easy to defend. Oh, it's just a scout list. No invul potion on the Night Elf heroes, especially the Naga is super exposed. No second staff. He lost all the ghouls cancelling the X4. Oh Jesus, I have to step up my game here today. What is wrong with me? Okay, then of course he needs more ghouls. First meat wagon cancelled for an A-bomb. Okay, yeah, I think that's necessary without the blockers. And again, so many fiends. He does have a lot of damage, but what's it? He's attacking his own destroyer. What is all this damage worth if the bears chew through this?
A player's forces are under attack.
Plus 19 damage without roar. Expansion is up, no counter expo. Mana stone for the Naga. Claws of Pandan are of course the best here. Here comes the meat wagon. So this meat shield is around 2000 HP. No disease cloud, but frenzy. Yeah, I do need another coffee, that is certain. So, Tinker third again or what? Waiting for the gold as it seems. Yeah, he does have it now. Now. Can he break it? There is only very few hippos. Two worms, no attack upgrades, and he has to fight uphill. A lot of Dryad with a 1-0 upgrade. The position is good. He's going for the bears immediately. Can he storm this high ground? Second bear down in an instant. Coil was good as well. And the fiends are standing perfectly for the Dryads there. Hippogriff has been sniped. Worm has been saved. He does it well. Tinker is dead, but so are all the bears. And that means easy Katka for fiends now, normally. But the, oh boy, hero focus from the Night Elf to almost kill the second one here. And the worm dies too. But he can attack with the meat wagon. And he does have... Oh my god, what am I casting here? Jesus Christ. Second town portal, 700 gold, but he still kills it and gets out. Nice play by Lucifer. Holy shit, do I need a coffee. Good play by Lucifer. I didn't expect that, but it was a nice engagement. Sniping all the bears immediately. With only one hippo, there was no real chance of attacking the worms. He did do it well with the Dryads, but there was always a call. The damage wasn't high enough. Even... Oh boy, I didn't see the second claw. So expansion down again. Yeah, guys, I apologize. Close to level 5 DK. Why is he giving 2 penance of energy to the Tinker? I mean, it's 4 pocket factories. But on the other side... 3 pocket factories. Is that really worth it, man? Compared to 2 Novas and 4 coils? Not too sure. Close to 5-5. Can he get this expo back up? He does have the gold soon. How much is the gold mine here? 1,700. Maybe he wants to wait. Just mine it all out. And then walk over. Will he have the time? Interestingly that he uses the worm to scout. If he gets caught, man, he's dead. The hippo should be fast enough, alright. Shade is scouting this again. I think he is mining this up. Nature's Blessing. He's preparing for it. So, Lucifer, counter expansion or all in? So far, he is not selling any buildings. Inventory is empty except this in-wall. Pulling all the wisps back. So it's another worm. It's almost 80 food. Can get another fiend out and then should be 80 supply. 4, 5 fiends. The problem is the lack of hippogriffs. Now. He does have some open supply. So we will get on to 6 hippos, most likely. Double aura and raw, right? So good. Okay, decides to go for the 3rd meat wagon. Has a lot of damage in this army. But is there enough sustain? He splits the pendants now. One on the decay, one on the ledge. Invo potion on the Naga. Demon Hunter is safe with his big healing as well. He's not selling stuff, right?
A player's
Disease
forces are
Cloud
under attack.
is coming. It's a little late. That should be fine. He's expecting another expansion there, which is not coming. So now we have the mass of hippos that he needs. 7 of them. The webs of Lucifer were really slow in game 1. He needs better ones. He's trying so hard to get some kill here. Call Nova maybe? That should help. 3 statues, no destroyer yet. 1 statue has to be morphed, I guess. And he's not going for an all-in push. He saved some gold, expands again. On the other side, Tree of Eternity is walking forward.
A player's forces are under attack.
One heal scroll, that's it. Can I get a web? Again a little too slow. The number of hippogriffs is massive. It's only 3 bears. And the Tree of Eternity is there. Oh, Lucifer doing this well, playing Ring Around the Rosie a bit. Will he be caught? Oh, stuff is blocking itself. And the meat shield is in a bad position. There is a wisp scouting this, so he knows. Still no level 5. Here's a web. Will he engage? No. The question is, of course, which expansion is gonna die first? And he sends one there. So good by Colorful.
A player's forces are under attack.
He has to abandon this. With all the killed acolytes, does he have the gold for it now? Yes, he does. But the meat wagons are attacking the tree as well. Here comes the big fight. Demon Hunter in problems immediately. Raw being casted. Where's the heal potion? There it is. But apart from that, there's nothing except the staff. He wants to get rid of the Demon Hunter immediately. DK is dropping quite low as well. Demon Hunter is out of that fight. But the DK man, no TP. Without Coil, without Aura, what can he do? Nothing as it seems. He's out. Oh boy. Lich versus Naga now. But no, Colorful wins this. Little anticlimactic. But Lucifer is down to the lower bracket. And Colorful remains in the winner bracket. That means he will face either Chimiko or Sock. Do we have results from there? WFZ won against TBC. Apart from that, we haven't seen anything. I will get a coffee. I will reset my mind and hopefully cast better in the next series. I apologize for this. That was horse shit casting. Yes, see you in a bit.